Yo, what up everybody? Welcome back. This is Fiery Fire and wanted to take you through a detailed donation process. This is the first Trench Wars community donation and we're selecting Make-A-Wish Foundation as our first entity of focus. But before we get into it, and you can obviously see the video on the screen and me going down the list and entering the amount, it is $400 and you may be asking why is it so much, and I'm going to let you know. Not only there's many factors included in the donation process, with the actual TW community donating to the website, selecting, charity and all that other stuff. But if you actually play in the events, if you play in the TWBR's cash sponsored events, held down by ID, Flare, and everybody else on Sundays, every time you win, or if you win, that amount you win also gets matched 1-to-1 and added on to the donation. So that brings our total up to 400. We did have about 195 just based on solely for charity only through the donation website, and all that stuff, all the proof, all the analytics, all the details, screenshots, transfer screenshots, proof of purchase, all that stuff is at the end of this video. But like I said, wanted to take it through the process right now. $400 message line. Thank you to the TW community. Obviously none of this could be possible without your individual support as a whole. So maybe individually we come together collectively to really kind of kick things off and save Trench Wars and ultimately Subspace Continuum. Wanted to give a few shout outs in the recipient name box. A couple people have been very instrumental in helping move this process along. There's actually been a lot of people. So don't jump off your horses yet because there's going to be many shout outs later on, but for now, I wanted to say thank you 24. He's been kind of instrumental. He's my CFO for TWBR, and being a CFO, you have to basically do a ton of work. So he's been doing a lot of work. Wing Zero with the recent pub newbie identifier initiative, like reprogramming, along with Aerobus. So thank you for both of them for being instrumental in helping code some stuff, because without coders, none of this would be possible. HMS for helping set up. He's someone overlooked usually, but for me, in my opinion, HMS, thank you HMS, because first of all, you set up everything with the website. There's no complaints, no hassle. You're just a great guy to work with. Those are people I love to work with, people who just do it, because we're all trying to save Trench Wars. So there's no like yes, no, blah, blah, blah. So HMS, tremendous guy. I was there for his 5,000th event game. And I think Welt won that as well, but wanted to show that's insane. First of all, 5,000. I mean, when I was a SMOD back then and I was the event coordinator, 5,000 wasn't even like a number that registered in my head. So setting the trend, and great job. Anyone who can dedicate that much time to basically adding value to the TW community deserves props. And these next couple of screenshots you're seeing are proof of the donations, and you can kind of go back to see confirmation of everything. Now we're looking at the trenchwars.org website. Want to go through all the donations, the donors. Like I said, we did have $195 designated to charity. We do have about $1,200 for You Choose For Me, and that's going to be a split between charity, because charity is the focus of everything, and that's kind of the basis why everyone's getting on board. Because if you don't add the charity factor and take all that and use it on events, that's kind of selfish in my opinion. And there's no I in team, and might as well help other people while we help out Trench Wars, and it just makes the whole world go round. Adds confidence, brings the momentum up, and take it one step at a time. A neat thing Zazu programmed in this, directed by 24, is when you click, you can actually see how the money's been distributed. Okay, so there's going to be ways to track it. You're not donating to a black hole. It doesn't go to someone's personal bank account. It actually is going to go to where you guys want it to go, and if it's designated for charity, it's going to go to charity. Everything's tracked, and yes, my name is Elvin K. That's my middle name, Elvin. I decided to use it because it's more unique. My first name is J, JCK. But Elvin's great, so because no one else has it. And no, I'm not related to K Jewelers, so I can't hook you up. But although I've tried before, walking to and just showing my driver's license and saying, maybe they're like my parents, they're like my adopted parents, So like I said, this is the email that the president, David Williams, and CEO of Make-A-Wish sent back. And it takes some time to read it. I'm going to leave the screen on that, just going to go back on it. So thank you again. That's it for now. Wanted to let you guys know, thank you from the bottom of my heart. All this is not possible. Again, I'm going to repeat it until you guys are basically tired of hearing it, that all this is not possible without the help of the TW community, to the donors, to the people volunteering their time, programmers, players, everybody from top to bottom, Z to A to Z. And want to just see if we can rally the community together into 2K11, and let's just grow SS1, I guess, one player at a time. And hopefully we can restore it back to 500 plus Sundays as the initial goal. I know there's a lot more than that, but 500 is a great start. So like I said, thank you to everybody. Thank you for TWBR staffers. Thank you for Trench War staff for accommodating TWBR and everything associated with it. And until next time, until the next charity video. Oh, by the way, at 750 subscribers, we open up to Phase 3. And that's when we have guest casters, non-Trench Wars videos. And there's a couple people lined up for now. So if you want to get priority, you know, from where we are now, about 630 to 750, if you help, you know, if most of it is because of you, then you will have first priority in uploading your video or doing whatever. I mean, you can make videos of you spawning people and casting it, and if it's professional enough and legit, obviously no racism, nothing that's controversial, more than likely it will be up. But, you know, like I said, two-way street, help out TWBR, help out the exposure of SS and Trench Wars, and, you know, you can get your video on the channel, and I don't see why there's a problem. So with that being said, until next time, thank you, y'all. FF out.